Hello, everyone, and welcome to Limited Appeal, where we talk about Limited and play some drafts on Magic Arena. We're on our journey to 1,000 subscribers. It's going to be a really long journey because we just created the channel, and I think we have 2 subscribers as of the recording of this. But you can be the 3rd, or the 4th, or the 5th, or the 6th. It's a big deal, right? You could be one of the first 10 subscribers if you click the subscribe button and you like this video. But with that said, we're going to hop into the queue, draft some Avatar: The Last Airbender, and hopefully do better than last time. Last time we went 5-3. We finally hit Mythic towards the end of the season, got seeded in a numbered rank, which honestly I'm happy with. It's not like top 100 or top 50 or anything like that, but it's hard to just place in those ranks, unfortunately, when the season is about to end. This is an interesting pack. I don't know what you are. Join the dance, create 2. Okay, yeah, that's a card. I think we just take Aang, right? Like, Toph is good. Water Tribe Rallier is really good. There's not. I mean, Rocky Rebuke, I'm probably never going to first pick when there's like an actual amazing card in the pack. Obviously, it's 3 colors, and that's a little bit harder to cast. But there's enough color fixing in this format that we can sort of like start to build around it. If we get a solid amount of 1 or 2 of the colors, we can definitely splash the 3rd really easily. And these are all pretty decent colors to be in. So Aang at the Crossroads can really just win you games by himself. I have, in fact, won games just by playing Aang at the Crossroads. So yeah, that's a good place to be after pack 1, and hopefully we can make it work. Aang, The Last Airbender is a great follow-up to Aang at the Crossroads. Maybe we can just build an Aang tribal deck. Next up, we'll get Aang, the Last Airbender, the blue-white one. I don't actually remember what it's called. We just got The Last Airbender. Avatar Aang, Aang the Avatar? I don't know. There's a lot of Aangs. We're passing Iroh's Demonstration, which is one of the better red lessons, or just red removal spells in general. The deal 1 damage to each creature can be super relevant a lot of the time. This is 2 Benevolent Spirits in a row. We passed one, we're passing another one. That could very well push somebody into blue and make it a little bit harder for us to get good blue for Aang at the Crossroads. But otherwise, I don't see anything too notable here, and I don't really care if anything wheels. Like, this deck could really go in any direction. It could go like green-white big creatures. It could go green-white allies. It could go... it could honestly also go all of the colors. Avatar Enthusiasts is okay in an ally deck. We actually got kind of destroyed by this card in our last draft, in our final game. Sparring Dummy, I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about this card. I've seen it be used well sometimes, but I'm still generally unimpressed with it. Teo or Teo is really good, and it obviously fits our color combination right now, being white blue is a pretty good place to be. Is there anything else I care about? No, not really, right? I mean, the Ruffians, if it wheels, we'll play a Ruffians in our deck potentially if we wind up going the green route. Kyoshi Island Plaza, Compassionate Healer Idolquentia, and Walltop Sentries. So here's the thing. I've been really impressed by this card. This card is really good. It just shuts down so many attacks in this format specifically. And the 2 life isn't usually relevant, but it can be. It'll quench you. I don't know if I necessarily want to play yet. So it's kind of between Compassionate Healer and Walltop Sentries. And I kind of like playing 2 colors first more, and then splashing the 3rd. Although admittedly, like, green is the color that makes splashing things easier. But Compassionate Healer is really good, especially if you start waterbending things. So I'm just going to take that and see where it leads us. Master Paku, I don't even know what you do. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody play you. Oh, it's the guy that mills for the lessons that you have. Interesting. I mean, we could take Rocky Rebuke here. It fits the theme. If we wind up going all three colors, if we try to play all three colors evenly, which could happen. If we want to take Haku and maybe start doing some lessons, I actually don't hate this card. It legitimately seems like a win condition for some decks. Maybe I take Haku and just see how he works. No, we'll take the Rocky Rebuke, I think. And see what we're... Okay, well... Actually, no, that doesn't work. We're not red. Darn. I was just thinking, I just had, like, lessons on the mind. I immediately went, oh, it's a Dragonfly Swarm. I mean, it could be a 4-color Dragonfly Swarm deck with lessons. I mean, if you're going to do 4 colors, lessons is kind of the place to do it. Because I really don't like anything else here. And that being there in pick 6 is kind of interesting as well. The green's not great. Like, this is playable. This is playable. But let's just take the Swarm and see what we actually get past. It'll Quench Ya and Water Bending Lesson, and Earth Bending Lesson, and Cat Gator, and Invasion. I don't think Invasion Tactics really does anything for us. It's like Overrun, but lets you draw some cards sometimes. But I also potentially only have 3. I have 3 allies. And we're not necessarily doing lessons. This is kind of like an aggressive pick, but I haven't played with it yet, and it could be cool to see where that fits. Hermetic Herbalist is good for this deck, I think. It helps us with our colors. Obviously, it's hard to play by itself because it's green-blue. So our colors kind of have to come together a little bit, but then it makes playing everything else easier. The Ostrich Horse kind of does the same thing for us. But I like the Herbalist a bit more, I think. I don't think we're going to be playing the Dragonfly Swarm. But I will play another Compassionate Healer. And maybe we'll just get some, like, allied good stuff in pack 2. Yuyan Archers, Barrels of Blasting. Like, I could see us playing Barrels of Blasting. Like, we're not lessons, so the bear doesn't do much for us here. Yuyan Archers is interesting to see at pick 10 because that card is really good. Cycle of Renewal, I don't know if we'll play, but I'm open to playing it. Pillar Launch is actually a really good trick in this format. I don't think enough people play it. Energy Bending, I don't see us playing, but let's hit a bomb. Give me something good. What are you? Oh, Blood Chief Ascension. Obviously, that doesn't quite fit, but Avatar Destiny kind of does. I mean, we're not even necessarily blue. Like, we only really have 2 blue cards here. It could just be green-white right now. After Redemption is really good. I don't think that's going to wheel. Leaves from the Vine is not great in this deck right now. Momo Friendly Flyer actually could be really good. Actually, hold on. No. Momo Friendly Flyer is really good here. Way better than Avatar Destiny. Because we already have quite a few flyers. And hitting this on turn 4 seems better than hitting on turn 5. So with that in mind, do things like Cat Owl become better? Obviously, this is easier to hit with our colors. We aren't really earthbending at all yet, so the general doesn't do that much for us. It is an ally, though, and we might get some ally synergy at some point. We don't have it yet, but it could exist. I like the Cat Owl, honestly. Azula on the Hunt is obviously like one of the better cards in this pack. Like, this is one of the best black uncommons in terms of creatures. It may be the best uncommon creature actually in black. Yeah, we're not playing Paku at this point. we have taken them earlier, and oh yeah, no. I was gonna say, ooh, we could take the Lion Turtle too, but no, the Earth King is just probably the best green rare, honestly, even in this format. That might be true. I can't think of any green rares that are better right now. The Lion Turtle we wouldn't probably play anyway, at least not with how the deck currently looks. If the Earth King wasn't here, I would still consider taking it though, just to see if we wind up in like a place where we would play it. But the Earth King also helps cast Aang, right? It gets you more land. Are we just gonna be like a deck that only has 4-drops in it? Because y'all just keep passing us ridiculous 4-drops. And admittedly, we don't have anything crazy to do with this yet. Actually, that's not true. Like, playing this out and then swinging in, dropping an invasion tactics out of nowhere, that sounds like a lot of fun. And in the worst case, it's a 3/3 flyer for 4 that scares your opponent and has vigilance. Roundy Snowballers, I think, actually would make sense in this deck. We don't necessarily need another Herbalist. But UA, the Mountain Spirit, seems good enough to me. Razor Rings or Watery Grasp. Crashing Waves is fine too. I don't like it as much as these guys though, because these actually deal with problems. We already have 2 Compassionate Healers. I don't think I have anything else that cares about being tapped. But Watery Grasp deals with anything, and Razor Rings is just good, cheap removal. I think we'll take the Grasp here, because we don't have that many ways to deal with anything. We do actually kind of really lack removal in general. North Pole Patrol is good kind of for the same reason. Earth Rumble is another 4-drop, and we don't really have that many things that are going to be great at fighting right now. I think the Patrol just kind of fits a little bit better in our deck. Water Tribe Captain would be playable too, but again, we don't really have any crazy ally payoffs yet. Earth Kingdom Protectors is interesting because we do in fact have quite a few allies that we want to protect, which, given the name, is probably what he wants to be doing, right? And we give up another Sentry, we give up a first-time flyer, we give up a Watery Grass. What can you do? I'm not going to play a second Invasion Tactics. I can't see myself playing Badger Mole, and I don't think I'm playing Curious Farm Animals. Although, I'll be honest, there are a lot of artifacts and enchantments in this format and this set that I, like, really am starting to find annoying. And not having ways to deal with them is an issue. Well, there you go. The Blood Chief Ascension wheeled. Nothing else of any value to us really wheeled, unfortunately. The Bender's Water Skin we could potentially play. The Otter Penguin is not really... doesn't fit here. I'm just going to take this because I want it. Boomy Bash. This is these cards wheeling is crazy to me. Haku still doesn't really do anything for us. He's like just worse than the Oracle, the 1/3 that creates a clue. Origin and Metal Bending actually fits in that place that I just talked about where we destroy artifacts and enchantments. We're not going to make the Lion Turtle work. I'd rather just get the plane cycling in, I think. I don't need more 4-drops right now. I don't know if I play 2 Herbalists, but I'm definitely not going to play that ally. Oh, come. And what is this game? What is this game, guys? Like, come on. You give me the 2 best mythics in, like, the format, and I'm not in the colors for either one of them? It's funny because I've actually never got to play either one of them either. God, that's just, like, evil. Legitimately evil. White Lotus Reinforcements is the pick here for us, unfortunately. I'm not going to splash these guys. Yeah. God, that sucks. And then into a Firebender. That's crazy. Somebody has made a sick red deck. Path to Redemption or Glider Kids. I think those are the choices, really. We already have 16 creatures. I think we could use a bit more removal. Lost Days is also a legitimate choice here, I think. Just bounce something, get a clue is really good. Effectively take away one of their draws because they have to redraw it. Waterbending Scroll I don't see working out super well for us, unfortunately. Waterbender Ascension, I don't know if we play. Air Nomad Ascension is pretty good, actually. Is it better than Kyoshi Warriors for us? Because our flying is really only at the top end of our curve. We have 5 flyers. 6 flyers, I forgot about that. We don't really want Waterbender Ascension. We don't have that many things that are just going to be hitting them slowly over the game. Knowledge Seeker is a good card. Airbender Reversal is a great card. Seismic Sense is also just... I would play this in most decks that are green, really. It's going to get you the land that you need, or it's going to get you a creature that you need. It's almost impossible for it to whiff if you play it at the right time. Yeah, I think this is just better. Another UA. I don't think I play another UA. I think I probably just play a Walltop Sentries because we've wanted to get one of these for a while. We probably won't have a lesson to gain the life most of the time. But I just like it a lot more than the North Pole Patrol. I don't need a second one of you. I'm not going to play 2 of you, I don't think. We don't have enough real payoffs for it. Messenger Hawk is interesting. We're not really a draw 2 deck right now. But Kyoshi Warrior, I guess... We don't have that many payoffs for allies either. But we do have more payoffs for flyers than we do for allies, I think. And that works with Momo. We could play turn 2 Messenger Hawk. I don't think it'll ever happen, but it could. It's something to think about. Geyser Leaper is like playable. Accumulate Wisdom we would play if we had more lessons. I don't know if I would rather a cat. I think I'd rather the Geyser Leaper over the Cat Owl here, just because like the drawing can matter. Oh yeah, we're not playing bad. Get out of it. What's interesting is I don't even know if I play the Warriors. If I like, it's a really good card, but I don't know if it's going to make the final cut. Honest Work is okay. I don't love this card. It kind of like accelerates them and doesn't actually deal with the threat, but I'm going more likely to play that over anything else here right now. Glider Kids we actually wanted really badly. That was a tough choice for us earlier. Definitely, and the Razor Rings Wield as well. Basically, nobody's drafting blue-white, I guess. So let's review. The green cards we have are not necessarily... We need 8 cuts, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, coincidentally, oh wait, but then yeah, no. So I don't think we need that. I don't think we need Invasion Tactics is a maybe. Rapid Root Troop, I don't think we need. Even though it has plane cycling, my hope is that we can fix our mana. We only need one of each source, right? So, like, if we have an even split of everything, we are probably going to hit what we need. And we have multiple ways to, like, get there. If, like, with, like, the Herbalist and stuff. Earth Kingdom Protectors we definitely want. You are great. You are great. You are good. Rocky Rebuke is fine. I don't know about the patrol. I don't know about 2 cat owls. I don't even know about the U Moon Spirit, honestly. It is just better than... It's actually not just better than cat owl. Cat owl can be quite relevant as well. But it's not an ally, which is worth considering. So Honest Work can maybe go. And then how much removal do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We definitely don't need that. And then the last cut is interesting because, like, we could do a thing where we go down to 16 lands, which I would normally be against, but we do have 2 Herbalists, and our deck mostly taps out at 4. And a lot of it can become cheaper with Momo if we hit Momo. So Momo is like a pseudo land here. So are the Herbalists. Maybe that's right. I want to try it. I want to see but here. I think this is fun. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll reevaluate as we play some games, I guess. See where this leads us. I don't know. I don't know how this deck's going to go. Like, it has a lot of evasion. There are some things that, like, green, white, blue would like to do that I'm not doing. We don't have any, like, truly top end, we just win the game card other than Aang. And the problem is that Aang actually doesn't just win you the game at the top. It kind of requires you to hit something good with it as well. Anyways, this is a mulligan. We don't have anything to play until turn 4. This is assuming we even hit our land for it. Oh god, that's unfortunate. So this is the exact problem that we wanted to avoid. But if we hit plains, we do have a turn 3 Aang. So plains off the top. Plains off the top? No, that was not a plains off the top. We need a plains off the top. Which unfortunately is not like a very high chance thing to happen here. Alright, well, we're probably going to lose game 1 to Mana Screw. Which we deserve, honestly. Okay, so they can hit me for 4 next turn. We found the plains. It's a turn too late, but do we just play out the Compassionate Healer then? Start gaining some life? Like, next turn I'm going to play the Earth King anyway. You have a Boomerang, I guess. Our opponent has the Boomerang. I can't think of anything else that costs 1 blue. It's fine. We weren't going to block anyway. That's a good top deck too, actually. So this way, if they have a counterspell and they get the Earth King with it, we'll just drop Aang next turn. If they don't, we have an Earth King. So, yeah. Maybe they don't have the Boomerang, because I feel if they did have the Boomerang, they might have just killed the token end of turn there. So even though we didn't get the, like, that could have actually been the nuts start right there. If we had ever hit the plains right away, we would have had the actual nuts draw. Oh, okay. And then you're going to boomerang him? So we're doing this first just so that we can trigger like a flipping Aang if we need to. And here I'm totally okay with trading the healer for the penguin. We actually do want that because then we can play out two things next turn. You have like octopus form or something? That could also be what they had, and I'm fine with that too. Okay, yeah. Cool. You got it. And that's exactly why we played Aang pre-combat. Actually, does it matter if we did pre-combat? When another creature you control leaves the battlefield, yeah, okay. So, it didn't matter. Oh no, not Aang. I mean, let's be real. That was a pretty good turn for them. We still have a 4/4 on the board, and little do they know we're going to have some other stuff down now too. But Momo is going to be big next turn. And then they all get +1/+1 next turn. They only have one. Oh no, yeah, okay, GG. Our deck is strong. I'm surprised that they had like that many answers though. They had a lot of answers to our scary things. Like if we didn't have more gas in our hand, they could have stabilized that, I think. Obviously, we don't know like what their good stuff was, but yeah, we had some good draws there after we whiffed on our planes. Speaking of which, should we go to 17 land? I don't think so. The issue there was that we couldn't hit our planes, but everything else was kind of working. And planes are already what we have the most of anyway. If we were adding like another land back in, it would probably be something else. But I mean, I guess that's not actually true. We could just add in another planes. We don't have to keep it balanced. We don't need to let the auto land bot tell us what to do. We can do what's best for us. Okay, so we have all of our colors, but we don't have a play until turn 4. I don't love it, but it's honestly not bad for what this deck does. Double black I don't like to see. That card I don't like to see either. Obviously we can deal with it on turn 5. Do they just not have land? Did they keep a 2-lander and get screwed? That's unfortunate. But I mean, to be fair, in our defense, I am flooding, so... Let's just play Teo first. Well, I mean... No, let's just go... I think Teo's less likely to immediately eat removal. So that worked out fine for us, I guess. Hopefully they're blue as well. Cool. Look, what's crazy is that our opponent has no land, and I have only land. They don't know that, obviously, but I'd rather have no land in this particular situation right now than... what is going on? Like, we have 16 land. That's it. And they're still whipping. What's crazy about this is that we're going to lose. Our opponent still is stuck on 3 land on turn 6, turn 7 for them, because they... Was I on the play or the draw? I don't remember. But anyways. Will they hit their land finally? I guess so. Oh, damn. Another first time flyer. Damn. This does absolutely nothing for me at this point in the game, so I think we're just going to swing in. And cry ourselves to sleep tonight. Interestingly, we could just flash in Path to Redemption, which is interesting. Apparently my daughter is crying. Let me see how that goes, if she falls back asleep. I could just do everything here, right? Let's attack with everything first. See what happens. I think we want to get rid of the Judy more than anything else here. Why does this look weird? It looked like it was tapping the wrong number of land for some reason. Anyways. The daughter has gone back to sleep. Crying was for naught. Now they're going to have to find threats and removal on every turn, basically. Power Peddler's okay, yeah, that's good. You can make him bigger immediately with Judy. If you should do that. Just drag land, this is crazy! If I had anything other than land, we would have won this game by now. Because this way we get the peddlers if they choose to block. If they like go for a single block, we trade the sentry with the peddlers, which I'm fine with. And they still need to find an answer to UA. And all they have on board is Joe D or Judy. I'm just going to hold up a card in hand so they think I have something. Maybe they make me discard it. I don't know. A good card for them here would be like the 6/6 that swamp cycles and creates food for them. It would give them extra time and a big body. Oh, are you gonna wipe the board, my guy? You gonna wipe the board? I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, well. Fortunately, that's the wipe that it was. What is this game? I have drawn all of the land in this deck at this point. What is going on? What is going on? This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think that's a bad play. Having two bodies against me is way better than having one. For that exact reason. Aang off the top would be super sick. June, yeah, whatever. Compassionate Healers is actually probably pretty good here. Is it like a quench? Like, I can't see what else it would be, right? Other than, or like, a trait, like an octopus form, a boomerang, all those things I guess it could be. A boomerang for them would be, like, decent, I think. Not going to trade, obviously, we want to start scrying and... Come on, man! Sack it! Oh, okay. They're just drawing cards that are good, and I'm just drawing land. Give me Aang. Aang is my out. Actually, that's pretty good for me, too. We'll see if their last card's removal, I guess. It's something that can respond to me, so. It can't be Razor Rings. That wouldn't hold priority. Speaking of Razor Rings. Okay, that I'm actually fine with. That is strangely good for me. It makes me kind of regret taking the Razor Rings, but I really didn't think that's what was going to happen. Okay, so now they can draw a card, yep. Please just don't be gas. Okay. I mean, technically not gas. Depends on what else they have. Can you do what I'm doing and only draw land? That would be cool. Oh god, that's horrible. That's horrible! Okay, I think if we don't top deck and Aang this turn or next turn, we're probably just gonna lose. Because that's super strong. That is a really good draw for me as well, especially if they whiff. They're not going to, because that's not how this works when I'm playing. Like, look at this. They drew 2 Hey Buys. Yeah, I mean, they'll sack the merchant. They'll get a merchant back. Make me miserable. Now they can Judy again if they want to. I mean, we get a clue. That's interesting. I think we just keep it. There's no good attack here. There's no point in me like attacking into this. I mean, we could get rid of the Judy, which would lose them one surveil, but it's not like it's drawing them cards. I mean, it is technically drawing them cards. This will draw them a card, but I just kind of have to hope they don't find removal for the glider kids before we play out the protectors. Because if the glider kid connects, we're probably in a decent place. And if they keep doing this, I feel like that means they didn't draw removal. Okay, sure. And they'll pop the clue. Hopefully hit some land. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So more than half of their deck is land right now. Alright, that is a really good draw for them. Is it a really good draw for them, actually? I don't even know if that's a really good draw for them. Like, obviously getting the clue here is nice because you can make another Judy. But we're going to swing in and put you to 2, or you block with the eagle. You can gain a life next turn. Not this turn. Now the question is, are they going to hit the clue, or are they going to hit one of their Judies? Oh, are they going to hit the Port Controller? Okay. Of course I draw land. Of course. They can go up to 3 here. And they need to basically find a way to exile glider kids. They can't just destroy it. Are they just going to attack all, maybe? No, just attack with the Raven Eagle. Okay. They can't, well, actually, if they do, do they have enough mana to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so they could actually make me lose a life on my turn. Which could give them an extra turn here if they don't have removal. That might be the best choice for them, actually. Okay. Obviously, if they exile, they don't have the mana to exile it, actually. This game sucks. I've only drawn land. What is going on? Our opponent's deck is half land. It's more than half land. Hold on, let's count again. 4, 8, 9. None in the exile. 9 land, right? 9, 10? 10 land. 10 land. There are 11 cards in their deck. That probably means that 2/3 of them are land. And somehow they are not drawing their land. But me, I have 13 cards in deck, and I have no land left, but I'm still drawing it, even though there's none left in my deck. So I go down to 7 here. I may just be dead on board. I don't know. I haven't really taken the time to think about it or figure it out. Like, I'm guaranteed to go down to 5 if they want me to go down to 5. Is there anything that I can just draw to win me the game if I happen to... I don't... Oh, actually, yes, there is. There is 1 card in my deck that could win me the game through this attack if they attack me. Okay, sure. Now there's no way for me to win? Yeah, if they keep 4 mana up, there's no way for me to win. Wait, do they not? Yeah, if they if they keep 4 mana up, there's no way for me to win. If they do not realize that, I have 1 out. The fact that we're losing this game is crazy to me. The fact that we have 13 cards in our deck, and like half of them would have won the game for us any earlier turn. I guess the question is just like, do they realize it? Let's just attack all and see what happens. Like, do they know that they can gain 1 life here? Maybe they never figured it out. Of course they figured it out. All right. Great. Great talk, guys. That's so stupid. They had exactly what they needed. And I only drew land. Well, this was fun, guys. Yeah, I'm exactly dead, unfortunately. Well, let's make them figure it out. Like, they might play it safe because I have 1 card in hand. Who knows? Maybe we bait them. Maybe they can't count. I mean, okay, they can count. It turns out they can, in fact, count. That is one of the, like, unluckiest games I think I've played in my life. I lost more coin flips than I think it's, like, reasonably possible to lose. And all of my best cards were still at the bottom of my deck. Like, not only did I only draw land, I only drew land, and everything that's good in my deck was at the bottom. This is fine because we have the Herbalist. And if we draw a 3rd land, I honestly don't even care if I draw a 3rd land. We did anyway, but... Nothing. Don't play. No plays. Zero cards. No turn 2. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. I think that game is going to tilt me for the rest of the day, like... And the fact that they had, like, exactly what they needed to answer me as well. The fact that they had the, octopus form exactly when they needed it. I could play out another Herbalist and Compassionate Healer here, right? Yeah. And then we just kind of fill up the board and use our mana a little bit better. Now we'll have at least 5 mana next turn, so we can just play the Geyser Leaper, which might be the play. If they swing in with the Merchant of Many Hats, I think we block as well. Doubly so now that they've done that. They are effectively at 5 cards in hand because they're probably going to attack with Messenger Hawk. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I don't really love our removal right now. I think we do this and then just attack with it. I think we attack with like this. If they want to trade, they can trade. That's fine. Asian tactics are definitely keeping. And coincidentally now, if we had have known that we had invasion tactics coming, we probably would have played this differently. But what can you do? If we had one more land, we could just drop this next turn and swing with everything, which would be pretty good. That is... Do we play out the Messenger Hawk? Can I still waterbend 4? I can, right? No, I can't because I have to... Darn it. Okay. Maybe we just don't deal with the Unagi this turn and deal with it next turn instead, or maybe not at all. For some reason, just when I look at this creature, despite the fact that it's clearly a giant fish, I just always think that it has flying. I don't know why. I just do. Our opponent is at 3 cards. Effectively 4 if they... 4, effectively 5 if they pop their clue, but that means they won't have much mana this turn. Our Messenger Hawk can just eat their Messenger Hawk. Next turn, we can either Invasion Tactic or... Zula is just so good. Like, I could draw a card, then discard a card here. So we could take 9 next turn. 9, 10, 11, 12. Just really... I think I just attack with the 2 in the air and then play out Kyoshi Warriors and then go for the blowout next turn. But I won't, because they'll probably just play 2 of my creatures and... Actually, that's probably fine too. And if they don't block here... I don't know what the right play is here. We're in a really bad spot because of Azula. Obviously, they need to answer our flyers, and we're not in any immediate danger of dying, I don't think. Do I have lethal next turn? 7, 11. Depends on what they play. And if they attack. And if I draw land. There's a lot of ifs. They play down 2 cards. If I hit a land, what do we do? Obviously, we could double block the Azula here, then they play out those guys, then I actually have not the worst board in the world. But that could get punished really hard if they have a trick or removal. But if they do that, I actually am sort of okay with it, I think. It means they're probably not going to be doing other stuff this turn. Like, they have a lot of mana, obviously, and this is really rough with them having 3 cards in hand. But I'd rather them remove one of these guys than my actual cards that are going to hopefully kill them. Do they have any more removal? Or are they just going to play out? Oh, they didn't even play out my 2 cards. Okay, so those are just dead now. Do they have like a way to bring Azula back? Because that would be the absolute worst beats, I think. It's Waterbend, right? Yeah, Waterbend. And then this way I can draw a card on their turn. They go down to 11. So we obviously need to get rid of this before we start drawing with invasion tactics, ideally next turn. I can actually just hit them. I think that might be the play here. Yeah. I'm not worried about dying this turn. And depending on what they do here, I can just either... Oh, okay. Like, of course. You're just hitting everything you need, right? You can't just, like, draw some slow, boring stuff, right? You can't just do that for a turn. It's a 3/3, right? Yeah. So if I play out the invasion tactics and attack all, it's technically lethal if they don't block. So they have to trade one of their creatures, and then next turn they can swing back for 6. I don't really like that. This feels safer. Yeah, I mean... See, here's the thing, right? It's better than a land. And I don't actually need to win next turn. I have good blocks. They're probably not going to kill me. They have 2 cards. I technically have lethal on board between my flyers. Doubly so with the tactics. We just have to hope that they don't have anything big like Azula again. Like, a second Azula. I've seen people play 2 Azulas. It wouldn't be, like, crazy to me. They could, like, attack all board wipe. Rowdy Snowballers is actually pretty good. I just lose. That's... Come on! Anyways, where were we? Where were we? That's the only thing. Those were like the 2 cards you needed in order. Is this deck actually... And I haven't drawn Aang! Where are my good cards? Where's my king? Where's my Bear King? Where's my Aang? Where's anything? This is stupid. Like, sure. Let's go back to when we discarded a card, right? If we kept the flyer, we're probably in a better spot. But, like, that's the only line they had realistically that made that a better spot. And so if we play this out first, then we have 4 mana on turn 3. That doesn't do a whole lot for me. I'd rather just swing in with the Compassionate Healer if they don't have anything to block it next turn. But they do! They always have it! I am so tilted at this point. I have, like, there is no end to the amount of tilt that I am. And I have. This is ridiculous. All of our opponents are doing everything. The fact that this deck is going to go 1 and 3 is just not okay. It's not okay. I don't think it's worth trading. We have water bending. We can use the healer to draw us cards and filter some stuff out later. If they kill the herbalist, it's going to be really unfortunate if we don't draw a land. If they play a pirate peddlers, I don't think I care as much. And then if we hit a land, our next turn looks really good. I don't know what shenanigans they're going to have with the pirate peddlers, but I'm not really looking forward to it. Cool. Cool. I don't even have an attack now. I don't even have... This game is so stupid! It's just so stupid. So we play out the Leaper. They probably sack a creature and destroy it. I can't even water... Oh, wait, it's 4. I can. Okay, never mind. That's fine. But I don't... There's nothing I want to discard. So we just have to hope that they don't have a way to sacrifice anything somehow in their deck that's probably completely built around sacrificing things. We just have to win really fast before the airships take over. Okay, I mean, at least it wasn't... We actually want them to attack here, right? Do we want them to... Not really. I do. We're going to take damage. Nomad's Legacy doesn't do anything for me right now. If you hit me for 5, that's fine. So we play this out, we kill the peddlers. We swing with all, put them down a lot. And then Aang the Last Airbender. It's a permanent. I need to breathe. I just need to breathe a little bit right now. Because I don't want this deck to lose like this. So this is interesting because having 6 land means that next turn we can Aang and hold up Airbender's Reversal, which I actually think is really good for us. They probably just block the Kyoshi Warriors, go down to 14. They're still on 4 mana though. That's actually relevant. Like, they're not hitting their land, I don't think. If they have removal here for the White Lotus reinforcements, that kind of sucks, but whatever. If they draw something with their clue here, I think that's actually the best case scenario for us. If they Earth Kingdom Jailer, what does that do? Nothing really, right? Because we'll just airbend it. Will we airbend it though, actually? I'm not even sure what we do. Ugh. They sacrificed something? What did they sacrifice? Hold on, was I not paying attention? What the hell did they sacrifice? Oh, they sacrificed the clue. They had the clue, right? Okay, yeah. My bad. Okay, so this is where like Phoenix Fleet Airship gets out of control, right? So if we airbend this and then swing in with everything, what happens? Not a whole lot, because this is target creature you control. So I think we just get rid of the extra fleet airship here, right? Like we could hit the jailer, but that does nothing for us. It either just comes back next turn. And then this way, maybe we get them if they attack with the airship or something. I don't know. Like, I would love to get this back, but I don't really have the means to do it right now. There's lots of things we can draw to get ourselves out of the situation, though, fortunately. Again, if this deck goes 1-3, I'm going to be really upset. These games have been way too long, way too like unfun, and way too frustrating. Okay, currently not scared of him. Just swing at me for 4. That's all you gotta do. Just swing at me for 4. Throw the airship at my face. So if we airbend here, get Aang back. What happens? Is this what is this? Into a graveyard. I have how much mana? 5, 6. Every turn this game goes on, we're probably like the odds of us losing drastically goes up. I can't like really do anything here. Like we could airbend our Aang. Bring him back down, hit the jailer or something. Yeah. I mean, the bright side is they haven't sacked a whole bunch of stuff yet. So if we rip like we're obviously going to airbend the airship again. Get out of control. Drop the glider, kids. Momo doesn't do anything for us. Momo does nothing for us. Momo never even let us live the dream. I don't know how we win here. Other than our opponent just drawing land over and over again every turn. Because I don't think I can get through. And of course, there's another sack outlet. Great, 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 great. You sack your 1/1, you get another airship, you put a +1/+1 counter on something beautiful. And what do I have? I have land. Oh, you didn't? You did. Wait, hold on. I thought it was when it came in. Oh, it's only when it attacks. Okay, I thought it was when it came in as well. What can I do? Nothing, right? Like maybe I win off an invasion tactics off the top or something. Maybe we just go really wide. Wait for an invasion tactics if it ever happens. Because now we're on like a 2 or 3 turn clock, right? Like if this attacks every, well, I mean we can block, I guess, and kill it. I don't know. I think we're just screwed. I think this deck has been just... And I look at this. I haven't drawn my Earth King. In all of these games, I have not drawn the Earth King in any reasonable, like, cadence. I haven't drawn my Aang other than the first game. I haven't drawn my Earth King other than the first game. I haven't drawn my Yue other than the first game. Our opponent hit this early enough that we couldn't fight through it. So this is going to be what? A 7/6, a 7... Oh, you put it there. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. Do you have the Avatar state or something? Or are you just doing damage? Yep. There's another one for your scavengers, and now you have 2 airships. Even if we top deck, like... You know, I'm done. I'm just done. This game is stupid. Magic is stupid. This is why I quit for 5 years. Because sometimes you just can't win no matter what you do. There is just nothing that we could have done in those games. Other than, like... I don't know what else we could have done. It's crazy. That deck was good. And now we're down to 98%. Fantastic. All right. If you want to watch me yell at the screen more often, subscribe and like this video. I'm going to continue to make them even though I don't want to anymore. That's all. Have a good day, everyone.